The re-election of Donald Trump to the White House is focusing minds in Europe, and with dozens of leaders meeting in Budapest, they have the perfect chance to talk it through. Trump's first term in office saw a dramatic soaring of relations. He was angry European countries did not pay more towards their own security. Yes, and which you can understand him on one side, because what does it tell you? It tells you that America, under the former leadership before he came in, was carrying a whole lot of burden. And he, as the president of the United States, don't want America to continue to carry such financial burden and such responsibilities. He was lifted about the U.S. trade deficit with Europe, and he seemed particularly irritated with EU big power Germany on both those counts. Just ask German Chancellor Angela Merkel. So what will the future Trump presidency mean for the continent, and in particular for Ukraine? Ukraine Zelensky is in Hungary capital for a meeting of the European political community. It was the brainchild of French President Emmanuel Macron, launched following Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine as a talking shop to jointly tackle continental challenges. The fear here is that the new U.S. administration will slow, if not stop, the flow of American military aid to Kiev. The U.S. has been the largest single donor to Ukraine by far, and Europe will struggle to take up the slack. So what does it tell you? It tells you that first and foremost, Europe is panicking now concerning the first 4 years Donald Trump was in office. He shook a whole lot of tables. He questioned a whole lot of things that are supposed to be questioned. He sought answers in areas that average normal day politicians will overlook, because for a normal day politician is about business, but for him as a businessman who is already made, he came to serve his people. He wants to liberate his people. It's not like he came into office to use his political office to enrich himself. And the fear of the West now is that if Donald Trump steps into office concerning the Russian-Ukrainian war, the donor or the aid America is giving to Ukraine will stop, and they cannot fill in that gap because America is the biggest donor. But what they are equally forgetting is that Donald Trump might bring solutions that will end this Ukrainian-Russian war, of which they are not considering that aspect. Because in every war that is ongoing, there are people that is making money from that war, be it by selling of arms or offering any form of aid. There are people that are benefiting from either from arms sales or under different conditions. That's why you see that sometimes the things that are not supposed to cause war is causing war in most of the places. And truth be told, Donald Trump is the man America needs at the helm of affairs to be able to address a whole lot of issues that are ongoing all over the world. Donald Trump is the man that countries that are fighting for self-determination needs at the helm of affairs to get their requests granted, or to get their outcry being heard and being preferred solution. So it is going to be a great awakening for Europe. It's already shaking the political corridors in Germany. Very soon, Donald Trump's second tenure in office will start shaking many countries in Europe here. It will start shaking a lot of policies in the political corridors around the world, because these normal day politicians are just about themselves and their pocket to enrich themselves. This man is a Christian, that's one. He believes in the moral principle of Christendom. And he is the kind of man that he wants things to be done, and done very fast. He is a kind of man that questions everything. He is a critical thinker. He is a solution finder. So it is only time will tell. More tables will be shaped in geopolitics around the world during his second term. A lot of countries in Europe here are going to face a whole lot of difficulties during his second term in office. Fingers crossed while we watch everything unfold themselves.